I'm here to share some tips and tricks with you today to make your painting experience the very best it can be. Let's get started.
This is the difference between painting something white and leaving it blank.
So if you want your piece to be very white, you'll need to paint it with the white paint. Otherwise, you can leave it blank and it will turn this sort of eggshell color. Everything will get glazed and be shiny. You won't have any rough spots no matter if you leave something blank or not. This is the difference between painting 1, 2, and 3 coats. If you want solid, opaque coverage, you're going to want to go over it 3 times. Otherwise, you'll still see some brush strokes underneath. You'll want to let it dry in between each coat. As long as you can touch it with your finger and no paint comes off, you're good to start on your next coat. This is the difference between what your paint will look like today when you paint and when you come to pick up your pieces. You'll notice at the paint center little tiles to show you the color of each paint.
This is what the color will look like once it's been fired. You can see that everything today will dry really light and chalky.
So anything red is going to dry pink, black is going to dry gray, so on and so forth. Just know that once it goes into the firing, it's going to get really bright and shiny and beautiful. This is the difference between light colors on top of a dark background and dark colors on top of a light background. We recommend using light colors for the background and layering darker colors. You can see the difference
and how much better the darker colors show up on the light background.
The light colors tend to get lost with the dark background. We also have some tools for writing and detailing. Fun writers are just the regular paint from the big bottles in a smaller bottle with a fine tip. Puffy paints have some texture and are raised and are an exception to the color rule. So white puffy paint will show up on top of any color. We recommend saving these for the very end. We have tools for tracing. If there's an image that you would like to recreate on your pottery, you can just ask an associate and they'll set you up with the tools to do that. We also have stamps and stickers, which can create a really cool effect on your pottery. If you'd like to use these, just ask an associate. We offer a handwriter helper for anyone who may not be comfortable writing on their own project. It's $1 per word with a $5 minimum. We also have small pieces that can be added to your project. If it's on a flat surface, we can glaze and fuse it together. And if it's on a vertical surface, for example, on the side of a mug, we'll glue it for you after the glazing and firing process. You're welcome to use any of the paints and supplies at the Paint Center, and don't hesitate to ask an associate for help. Happy painting!